Hey, how's it going, everyone? We're in that time of season. It's that time of season to where gift giving is part of what we do for others. What is possibly done for us. And some of us are engaged in that at this time of year. There are other people that engage in it at other times of year, depending on what you believe. But when it comes to gift giving, it's one of those things to where when you do it, whether it's for a kid, whether it's for somebody else, you have that exchange, lights up the person's eyes. It becomes a great moment that you can capture, that you can keep as a memory, that sometimes people refer back to, that they tend to those gifts and they use them however they want to throughout the year, but the memory remains. The moment remains. Now, here's what I really want to get to in this video. We're going to talk about your gifts, because your gifts are something special. Your gifts are something that can continue to give time and time and again at different points in people's lives. You know, sometimes we talk about generational wealth in some ways, and generational wealth was never talked about biblically in a way to where it was just financial responsibility. It was also what we were passing on in other respects from one generation to the next. And while the financial responsibility part of it has its importance, it's also the part where it associates with your gifts to what are you giving to the people you care about and that you love, and that, you know, you're just doing in general as a service for people for years to come. Just think about it. If those people that lived in the past and that are still known in the present for any respective reason for anyone, and that you can sit here and think, man, those people had great impacts that have definitely showed themselves from years to come to this present day and will continue to do so going forward. Just think of how much that is also tied to a sense of generational wealth as far as what you're giving to society, what you're giving as far as yourself to people for years and years to come. Here's the thing though, each and every one of you have your respective gifts as well. Your respective gifts that are meant to impact and to serve people in the present and for years to come. Do yourself a favor. Don't hold yourself back from sharing those gifts. Because when you hold yourself back from sharing those gifts, you're holding a piece of yourself. You're holding who you're meant to be back. And that can stop you from becoming the best version of yourselves. You want to navigate things as best as possible, but don't hold yourself back. You may feel like your environment's holding you back. You may feel like not being in a specific situation or role is holding you back. In some cases, there may be some things happening to where you may not be able to operate within your gifts in the best way possible. But that doesn't mean there's not opportunities currently where you are to use your gifts. And hey, if you're in an environment to where you see no opportunity to use your gifts and no support in growing your gifts, that may not be the place to be. Definitely not long term. So, but you have to make sure you're an active part of that conversation, that you're just not looking at it as Just because one person isn't engaging me in that conversation, that other people won't as well. Whether it's in the workplace or anywhere else, but I'll use the workplace for example. Even if you don't have a manager that is supporting your gifts, there's other opportunities. Whether you can get a mentor, somebody else out there that is a peer of yours that you see operating in that way, or you just knows how to navigate it just because they have a past in that. You can explore other options. And I'm not just saying those things that I just put out were the only options that exist. There's many others as well. You just have to explore that, because your gifts can live in where you currently are. I've been in roles to where my gifts don't really live there. I've been in environments to where my gifts don't really live there. But what you can do is find out, okay, are there some pockets to where my gifts can live? Are there some things in the meantime that I can do, that I can be a part of, volunteer or otherwise, to where my gifts can still be a part of my everyday life? But you have to explore that. And I know in some cases you need the time to explore that, and time can be hard to go by, but time's not there in abundance for too many people. And those people that it is there for, then hey, that's their situation, but that's more of a rarity than the common situation that people have. So you could still do the little things, because the little things matter as well. The great leaps, that's all good and well, and that's nice to have, but those little opportunities going to be where most people live at, where most people find the ability to be able to use their gifts, no matter what they are. Your gifts could be in math, your gifts could be in philanthropy, your gifts could be in public speaking, your gifts could be in just supporting people in doing whatever they want to do, like a coach or whatever the case may be. But no matter what your gifts are, you can find some opportunity for you to feel like, man, I can tap into that part of myself. And people have multiple gifts sometimes. And sometimes you have gifts that are undiscovered, because sometimes some people get so focused in on the gifts that they have that are immediately attractive to them, that they feel a connection with. And that's important, that you feel a connection with it. But there are also other gifts that may show up to be more needed at a given time that you may not even know you have. For example, I used to think that sports were one of my prominent gifts. They weren't. It's all good. I had a work ethic. I like to work out, but sports specifically weren't one of my more prominent gifts. I was probably better at some things than I was others, but I humbled myself and realized that's not the path that God wanted me to go, at least not at that time. Not presently right now either. And as we get older, these gray hairs ain't full of nobody. So, and they definitely ain't full of me. But what did happen at one point is that I discovered some of my other gifts that I may just kind of just overlooked, and became really a part of who I was and what I was grateful that God revealed to me. It's all about honoring God. It's all about using your gifts to serve. And when you start to limit the possibilities as far as how your gifts can be used, then it limits the opportunities for you to use your gifts. It's important that you see it with the form of, God, have your way with me. Because when you see it with a form of, God, have your way with me, you're not bottling your gifts into a certain thing or a certain situation to where if this or that happens or doesn't happen, if I'm here or I'm not there, then my gifts can't be utilized. No. Your gifts can be utilized. Your gifts can serve others no matter where you are. No matter where you are. Don't back yourself into a corner, because your gifts have such a special, unique way of showing up in an environment that if you get short-sighted, you're not going to see it. If you're looking in the clouds and not right in front of you, you may miss it. I've been in work environments and in situations to where it's just like, man, how can I find a way to serve others in a way that utilizes my gifts? Well, I started with the people, because that's where my gifts align, with helping people in various ways. I didn't need to have a certain special position to help people, because helping people is in between me and you. It's in between me and another person. Even in a situation where, for instance, I brought up being good at math. You good at math? Well, there's things that show up in math in every environment. You good at coaching? There's opportunities to coach no matter where you're at. You like finance? There's opportunities for finance in every environment. Things come up. You can attach yourself to things. You can seek to be a part of things. You can do little things to make sure you're not holding yourself back. There's enough in this world that can, in a sense, be the thing that can hold you back. That if you're holding yourself back too, your gifts don't stand a chance to live in the environment that you're currently in the situation and time that you're currently in the season that you're in. Because it is important for that gift to continue to be able to grow and affect things, affect you. Because you have very little to almost no chance of being the best version of yourself if you're taking your gifts and you're putting them in a box and saying, I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to use that gift. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to be in a place to where that gift's going to matter. Gifts aren't just about where you are. They are deeply ingrained in who you are. God bless.